What's up? What's up? What's up? HITZ Digital Radio. I'm your host, Giant, the R&B bully, aka Andre Marcellus, aka the Lyrical. What's happening? Sunday. Did you miss me? Talk to me. Did you miss me? Have you had a good week thus far? I'm having a great day. Wonderful day. Didn't cook today though. Nothing serious. Nothing serious. Just basically been chilling. Powering down and getting ready for the top of the week. You know what I mean? Getting ready. Business kicks back off on Monday. You know what I mean? So we're going to talk about a few things, and I want you guys' input. That's what I really want. I want to know what you think. Of course, us at HITZ Digital Radio, we will always give our opinion. So we're talking about that 61-year-old Negro that has got beside himself. We're going to talk about him. Married an 18-year-old girl. We're going to get to that. We also going to talk about that Haitian pimp, because that's what he's, a pimp. Did you see him? You dig? Rings on almost all his fingers. You know what I'm saying? And he's standing there with that suit on. He say, look, I don't get my money. They're getting up out of here. Talk about that. Also, got a guest. And we was talking earlier, and he stated, he said, I was like public announcement road manager, head of security. He was all kind of things back then. And he's going to be basically, he's going to chime in on everything, but basically he's a part of the Rkelly story series, which is on 3. I think this is 3 tonight. So here he is, Big Chill. Big Chill. Pimpin', can you hear me? Big Will, can you hear me?
Yo, what's good? What's good?
There you go. There you go. What's poppin'? What's poppin'? You good? Big Will, can you hear me? Let me reach out to him, make sure, let's see what's going on. Can't hear you, my nigga. Let me text him. Can't hear you. So let's see if we can get him now. Big Will. Big Will. Ski Town Truth, what it do?
Yo, Brother Dre, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. I can hear you now.
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
Screen problem.
Keep talking. How does this shit do this? Say something. Hello. Hello. What the fuck? Will, can you hear me?
I can see you, but I can't hear you. You're moving now.
Check
Got it all the way up.
Check your microphone. Make sure you didn't mute yourself.
You're real low.
Check your microphone. Make sure you didn't mute yourself. It's something on your end.
Let me see. I can see you, big bro, and you moving around, but I cannot hear you.
Can you hear me now?
I don't know what happened where I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now? Make sure your mic is on.
having some technical difficulties here. Let me see.
So while we try to figure this out, people, what's up, Harlem, New York?
Talk to me, big bro.
I'm talking. I'm talking. I'm talking. I'm talking. I'm talking.
Hello?
Yo.
Still getting no audio, bro. No audio at all.
Go out.
I'm connected good, but I don't have no audio, big bro.
Go out and come back in. Did you get it? Go out and come back in. I don't understand this goofy shit here. Why does it do this? Yo, can you hear me?
I don't know what's going on, people, but I have no audio.
I hear you just fine. The guest is Big Will, Harlem, New York, but we trying to get his audio right. Big Will. Big Will. Big Will.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Big bro, I can't hear you. I can see you.
Yeah, I'm checking mine.
Like your picture froze, but I can't hear you.
Bro, trying to fix it. Bear with me, people. Bear with me, people.
You want me to try to go out and go back in?
Yes. 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 Bear with me, people. Bear with me. Bear with me. Technical difficulties. Yeah, go out and come back in. Hello? Go out and come back in. Natalie, feel me. Good evening. Good evening. Wifey for Old Cove. Yo, what dream? Panel in chat. Yeah, and for those of you that want to chime in on the topic, if you put it in the chat, I'll go ahead and put the link in the chat if you want to come in. Right now, I'm trying to get Big Will in here so we can rock out, tell some good stories, see what's popping. Okay, let's try it again. Let's see, can we get Big Will in here?
Bro, and I hear you.
You hear me now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
There we go. See, it's just light technical difficulties. And if that ever happens again, Big Will, we got to go in, go back out and come back in.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
All right. All right. So let's regroup. Let's reset the show. Welcome, everybody. I see everybody in the chat. Wifey for Oak Cove. What's good? What's good? Okay. Harlem, New York. What's good? West Coast fellas. What's good? Okay, we got Big Will in the building.
Yo, what's up, everybody?
Oh man, they in here. Mary Seela, I'm late. No, you good. You right on time because we had some technical difficulties, but we're in the building now. So, like I was saying, so we're gonna talk about this 61-year-old pervert. We're gonna talk about him. We're gonna talk about this Haitian pimp, and then we also gonna get into some some stories of the past. So let's start out like this, Will. Introduce yourself and let them kind of know how you play into this whole thing.
Yo, everybody, what's good? I'm Will, Big Chill Campbell. I was the former road manager for public announcement. When they left Rkelly, I was the road manager for public announcement. Me and Dre been boys and been doing it for over 30 years. And he brought me in there with him, and we've been doing it ever since. I was road manager, security, personal manager, assistant, anything the fellas needed, it was there.
Yeah,
And that's how we got on.
and you assimilated like a whole team.
I had to. That's what we needed. We needed all of that to make it happen. So we made it happen.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So just so the people know, you were very instrumental through our process as public announcement. Like really handled like somewhat of everything for the most part.
Yeah, we later on I put together a team, but initially it was just me and taking the guys around to in stores and autograph. Back in the day, you used to have autograph signings at record stores in the malls and making sure money was right from the labels and from the venues when we performed, all of that. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I was in there. I
Yeah,
was in there. I just
yeah,
had to make sure the brothers was good. That's all. They had to worry about performing and being artists. They couldn't worry about that other stuff. So I
exactly.
did that.
So I just wanted him to say that so you understand once we get into these stories, this is official. This ain't fabricated. This ain't no goofy shit. This is official. So, with that being said, I think we should start. I think we should start in on this clown. So let me go to him. Let me go to him. Let's see. Let me find these Negroes picture. Okay. First of all, this nigga's 61.
Golly.
Now, reports say that he was dating the mom for years. I seen a picture when he was holding this young woman as a damn near infant in a pic. And when she got to the age of 18, he married her. Now, Will, in your opinion, is this remotely even close to being right?
Man, if hey, that's so far that's so far from being right that wrong ain't even the right word for it. It's
Right.
just garbage, man. It's you just can't. It's nothing to even say. This dude sat back and watched this girl grow up and probably groomed her for him. So soon as she made the age that was legal enough for him not to go to jail, he jumped on it.
Yeah. And
He
that's
sat up there with her. He grew her up just so he could say, I wouldn't be surprised if he had been doing something before then. But he groomed her for himself and watched her grow up just so he can do that, man. She ain't even 20, man. That's three times her age, man. He could be her mama's daddy.
right. Right.
Come on, man. That ain't no good, man. Man,
It's
folks got to
actually
do better, man. They got to do better because you got these dudes up here running around after these babies because they ain't got nothing in their minds. Their minds is dead and garbage. They ain't thinking. They can't probably formulate a full sentence, and they running up behind these little kids because they ain't got no competition in the mind with these little kids.
exactly. Exactly. And then they just did a recent live where Now they done got off Facebook, all of that. They ain't on there no more because of all the backlash that they getting. And they were sitting there trying to justify to the people on why this is right. But nobody can fathom this at all. It doesn't matter that she was even 18 because the story
Nah.
goes back so far. Nigga, you was dating her mom.
Yeah.
It's
And
like
he was older than her mama. I bet
exactly,
that. I bet he was older than her mama.
exactly. And then on top of that, you calling this little girl your godfather, I mean your goddaughter, all throughout the process of you growing her up.
Yep.
And then you turn around and marry her. You're a dirtbag. You
Yeah.
you literally are a dirtbag.
See, they had a actor, I think it was Woody Harrel. No, not Woody Harrelson. It was some actor that had a adopted daughter,
I
grew
think
the
it might
adopted
be Woody.
daughter,
I
Woody
think
Harrelson
I think so.
or Woody Allen, some one of them Woodies.
Woody
He
Allen.
grew his daughter, Woody Allen, grew his daughter up. This is his daughter he adopted as a baby, an infant, an arm baby, grew her up, and then divorced his wife and married her.
Yeah.
You've been on
Horrible.
that from day one. They've been
Horrible.
on that from day. That those are true predators right there.
Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
like dude on the screen and them type of dudes, man, those true predators, they take the time out to groom and grow some child up so they can get on them before the child even have anything in the mind, any type of rational decision making power, anything, and jump right on them. That's ridiculous.
No, yeah, put it there. Yeah, I mean it's really ridiculous.
Yeah,
And
you
and
can't.
the bad part about it is they're trying to argue the fact. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to debate the fact is the part that kind of bothers me. It's like, why y'all shouldn't even be on social media. Y'all should just stay away. Don't even do no mess like that. Just chill. If that's what y'all gonna do, just don't put it out because y'all look crazy.
That's absolutely right. If you don't want nobody in your business like that, don't put your business out. But they shouldn't have never. It's first of all, she's debating it because the only thought that she have is the thought that he gave her. So
Exactly.
so if it's all right to him, it's all right to her. So she's
Exactly.
repeating what he said, and then he following up saying, "Yeah, yeah." See, no, she ain't come up with that on her own. She ain't smart enough yet to come up with that on her own.
She can't
She's
even
saying
think.
what he said.
Yeah, exactly. She can't even think fully right now.
No, man, no. These the years that you jag most of your life away right now. You can't. You ain't making. You ain't making no sensible decisions right now. At no 18 years old. You
You
got
ain't
to be
lying.
kidding. You ain't making no real sensible decisions. Not the majority. No. Well,
Right. Right.
you ain't making no sensible. You ready to how they say turn up and get lit and all of that. You ain't nah. Nah. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Ah, I mean, so do you think he can possibly? I don't know how, unless there's something underlyingly that we don't know in terms of him dealing with her before she was 18. But I believe that he might be brung up on charges because they might not be telling the whole truth.
Only if only if it's something saying that they got down before she was 18. They could bring him up on statutory. The mother can. If anything ever come out to say that he bothered her before 18, depending on where they are, if anything come up saying that, then mama can bring him up on statutory rape charges because the
Mm-hmm.
girl was still a minor. But
Mm.
because she's legally by law, she's an adult now at 18. Ain't nothing mama can do unless she got some proof of 17 or before it happening.
But it doesn't seem like the mother really is even a part of it because the little girl keeps disrespecting the mother, and the mother did her own live and was like going off saying like y'all better stop mentioning my name because I mess with this Wicca and this, that, and the third. You know, she's on some straight
See,
voodoo. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. See, and that go to her first teacher. I used to say that all the time. I don't blame you. I blame your teacher And your first teacher is whatever parent you got at home, whatever life you experience. And if you hear the way mama talking, like she's some gangster thug chick, that's how she brought this girl up. So
Yeah.
this girl so-called snatching her man, that means nothing to her. That's where it's supposed to go.
Yeah.
As far as way, the way she was brought up.
Yeah.
So you got to program kids, man. You got to teach kids the right way to go. If they make decisions later on where they do something else, all right, cool. We got to live with it. We work through it and we keep it moving. But you don't teach no kid no garbage like that, man. You
Yeah.
don't you don't do that.
And I think the mother said in that clip, she said, maybe I did too much coke with you. You know what I'm saying? I was like, what in the hell did she just powder? She said powder. Powder with you. I said, what the hell? I say, this is out of order, man.
Wow.
That whole thing is out of order.
Wow.
That whole
Maybe I did too much powder with you. First of all, you shouldn't have been doing no powder with her in the first place. Not too much. Too much ain't the issue. It's some in the first place. That's the problem.
Right. You should have never started.
Right. Right. You confessing to doing too much with her. You should have done none with her in the first place.
Right.
Wow. See, now you see where it come from then. See, now that right there, you just gave me a better insight on why the little girl is okay with saying we're doing what she doing. Right. It ain't only dude, that's the way she was raised.
Right.
That's all that was. If mama was heavy out there on that powder, like she called it, while that girl was growing up, somebody had to be there for her and give her stuff and send her to school and pay her way and all that. And that was God Daddy. I bet you it was.
Yeah.
I bet you it was God Daddy that was there for her all the time.
Yeah.
And that showed her what a man's supposed to be trying to treat you like. And now that ain't her daddy, because that's the daddy's job. Right. Now that ain't her daddy, oh, this is all right. This how my mama get down. She done showed me this before. This how she get down. So I'm doing what I saw my mama do. So it's like, yeah, I'm gonna be disrespectful to her because what respect did she show me when she was doing all that powder?
Oh my God. Chad, my live hey, big chill. My live chat is called Top Tier. Top tier minds to be exact. And they're in here, they're having like a real conversation on the side about Yeah. I mean, so this is a topic that I think people have been seeing. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Mama was messed up. That ain't gangster thug. That's nut job. They saying all online. They are embarrassing themselves.
Yeah, they are.
Guidance and morals, and that's a fact.
Yeah. Whoever put that in is not lying. That's 100% right there. Because it's no way possible for you to even think as an adult that anything that then just went on was right. It's no way possible to think that.
Yeah.
Like
910 management is in the building. My man's in them. D Means. What up, Pimpin'? What up, Pimpin'? What you think, Pimpin', about this whole situation? Put it in the chat. Because I know you're going to give everybody a physiological demonstration of what you feel. So put that in the chat. So let's see. We're going to get off of this, but if y'all want to talk about it some more, put it in the chat. Hit me direct. Let's chop it up about it. So let's go to Big Wheel, one of the stories. Let's
hey, bro, we got a lot of stories together, man. We got a lot of stories.
Let's do the shows.
Oh wow.
So so I want you to tell it because I'm gonna tell them as we get through these stories. A lot of this stuff I remember, but a lot of it I don't. Because I was floating through this whole period. I mean, we were smoking too much weed. We smoking too much weed and sipping, and we wasn't really sipping real alcohol. We was sipping like beer. So it's
Right,
I was never really drinking hard liquor, only at a period, but it wasn't that period. You know what I'm saying?
right, right.
So, but I was high all the time.
Yeah,
Real talk.
yeah. We definitely had a surplus of the good ganja at all times. That's just the truth right there. We had
Right.
much love from a lot of people, and you
Okay.
know,
Okay. 910 management. My man D Means, he say he just logging in, catch him up to speed. Okay, we was just talking about the 61-year-old man who married the 18-year-old girl and how bogus that was. That's everywhere, all over the internet, wherever you can find it. And I got my man Big Chill on the line from back in the day. He was public announcement, road manager, assistant, security, everything you can think of, shooter. I mean, whatever you want to call it. He Big Will, I know you want me to tell her that, but hey, you know what I'm saying? Shooter, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we just
uh,
so we're gonna get into this thing about our shows, like how we went to shows. And this was after the separation of Rkelly and public announcement, correct?
right, yep.
Okay,
And for all y'all that don't know or that believe in them stories, Rob didn't fire nobody. I
exactly.
was the deliverer of the message. They was on the way to tour, and Earl and Dre say, "Hey man, tell dude we quit." And I went down there and told them they quit, and that was it. So they quit because they was tired of all of the nonsense. It ain't had nothing to do with nothing he said, and he got rid of them. He would have never got the deal if it wasn't for them in the first place. Jive would have never signed him had he not had public announcement because they didn't want to have him. They want to have him with a group.
Exactly.
So, so, but yeah, when we started doing shows and rehearsals and stuff, especially shows, here in Chicago, people in Chicago, I'm from the West Side, so the people in Chicago who know about the West Side, they remember an old car club called the Cadillac Club. And what they
Right.
would do is they would roll about 15 or 20 deep,
Mm-hmm.
and a car would pull out and block the traffic, and then they all of their cars would turn through the red light, and then the last two cars would pull up. So that's where I got it from. So when we would go to the shows, we wouldn't stop at no lights. It wasn't no lights, no stop signs. It wasn't nothing. We going straight there, and we would cut the traffic off every time. We ain't had 20 cars. We only had about 4 or 5, but we cut off traffic everywhere we went, straight to the show, parked, let them out, and then traffic could go ahead and do what it needed to do after
Right.
that.
Right. Crazy. And I think it was me and Mello, we would ride in Archie's um Cherokee, right?
Yeah.
And we would ride with the dancers or whatever the case may be, and we would be smoked out like it was a Snoop Dogg video. I think we thought we were like rappers or something because that's how we roll. We roll like we rapped, and
Yeah,
it just was odd.
it was the thing is we were we were moving like we were bigger than what we actually were at the time.
Right.
We was moving like we already had triple platinum albums already, but and we they tell you, man, you gotta you gotta shoot for the stars, man. A man is
Yeah.
as he thinketh. If you think
Yeah.
you're $1 million, you're $1 million, man, and that's how we got out. I
Yeah.
remember one instance we was doing a show at the Playhouse, and I always at that time, and it was so many years ago, so it's fine. I always at that time kept 2 pistols on me at the same time in my boots. I had the Jodeci high tech boots, so I kept two pistols on me at all times. And when nobody even the funny part about it, looking back on that part of my life, man, we wasn't nobody after us like that.
Right.
It was just the precautions I felt like we needed to take because of the way that I saw us. I saw us is that big. So you ain't finna run up on me by myself trying to protect all the three of them and everybody else. No, you wasn't finna do that.
Yeah.
So I
Shout out
kept
to
it like
Mary
that.
Sela. Mary Sela. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. She's speaking facts in that chat. She's like breaking down exactly what you're saying and how that makes sense. I mean, we had to believe it, or wasn't nobody else gonna believe it. You know
Right. That's like a business. If you don't invest in yourself, what's gonna make me want to invest in you?
exactly,
You don't
exactly.
trust you enough to make no move. Why should I trust you?
Yeah.
So that's how we carried ourselves. We carried ourselves like we was already stars, top billboard already, and that's how we carried ourselves. We didn't get all into no nonsense. We was in and out of venues. When you finish
Mhm.
we finished our show, we was gone, and that was it. We wasn't sitting around trying to kick it or nothing like that. We was gone.
Yeah, real
So
talk. We was
we was
having
out
our
there,
own parties. Damn, an after party. We was having
yeah,
our own after parties.
at the crib. We
Mm-hmm.
would have a 12 to 5. We did a show one time at the Taste, I want to say, in Chicago. Used to be on 60 something. I know it's probably not there now. And
Mm-hmm.
we did that show, and everybody at the show was trying to come back to the crib. But matter of fact, we had a lot of people from the show. We invited everybody. And
Right.
we had everybody that was in the club just about at the crib on parties we used to call 12 to 5.
Yeah.
From the 12 to 5 is the first part of the party was a summer pool party. So you came in your swim clothes, and it's the dead of the winter. We in
Right.
the crib in your swim clothes, and then from midnight to 5 a.m. was a
Right.
pajama jam. So
Right.
you had to change your clothes out of your swim clothes to put your pajamas on or whatever you like to sleep in, and we kept partying till the sun came up,
Yeah.
just
Hey,
like that.
hey. I hate to put you out here, but what food did we have, Chef?
Man, I was
what
hey,
what food did we have?
hey, all blessings and love to my mom. She's still around, Terry. She taught me how to cook egg rolls. And my man Dre was crazy about the egg rolls, and they fight too. They fade all the Chinese egg rolls, fade them to
Okay.
death.
Kill them dead.
And we made hundreds of egg rolls and just put them up, and you eat egg rolls and fried rice homemade. I made it myself, and we would get down. Boy, I'm talking
Yeah.
about
Oh my
we
God.
would get down.
And
Brothers
I'm
would be
glad
eating
you
till they went to sleep.
and I'm glad you sent me that recipe because everybody know, you know what I'm saying, who lock into the channel, they already know I be putting up food, stuff like that. So I just got this recipe from my man Big Chill. He sent me the recipe of the egg roll. So I'm gonna embark on that probably sometime this week coming up. I'm gonna go ahead and put it together, put some fried rice with it or whatever, and I'll be posting that. And that's courtesy of Big Chill. Real talk. Real talk.
Yeah, we had a ball, man. We did shows in summer everywhere, man, and had a good time, man. We had a really good time. We had studios locked down
Yeah.
all night until the sun came up.
Six to
People, I
six.
mean,
6 to 6
man,
in the morning.
yeah, all night long. We was in there. Once all of the hoopla got calmed down, and all the people that was there that wasn't gonna stay left, I would lock the studio completely up, lock the whole floor down, and then we be in there, and then that's when I sneak away, get me a nap, because I know they safe, can't nobody get in,
And
because I
wifey
was
from Oak
tired.
Cove say she love egg rolls. Wifey from Oak Cove.
Oh, okay, that's what's up. That's what's up, baby. He gonna put that on there, and I'm telling you, when he put that on there, and the recipe for these egg rolls on there, they're gonna fade the restaurant egg rolls so bad because the restaurant don't put meat in them, and they
Right.
don't put season in them. So that little stuff they got is that little rehydrated shrimps and porks and all of that garbage. No,
Right.
you gonna put your own meat that you like in there,
Yeah.
and you're gonna make it as fat or as skinny as you want it to be.
Yeah.
And when you eat them, get you some sweet and sour sauce, preferably Kiko Man sweet and sour sauce. Oh
Mm.
my God.
And
Oh
I
my
remember
God.
if I don't remember nothing else out of these stories that we tell, Will, I remember them egg rolls if I don't remember nothing else. I remember that. Cause I love them damn egg rolls. I be done smoked that weed and then got the munchies. All I was doing, I was standing by the egg roll, just eating the egg rolls. I promise you, just standing there. I didn't want to leave the kitchen.
Yep. Yeah. Fresh out the skin, fresh out the grease, they be sitting there. You had to, hey,
I'm
you
like,
and your own personal bottle of sweet sour sauce, boy.
oh man.
Oh wow,
All right,
that's wow.
let's switch this up real quick. Let's talk about this Haitian pimp real fast, and then we're gonna get back to the stories. We'll close it out with the rest of the stories because it's quite a few. So,
This clown, now that clown
oh
is
man,
truly a clown. He's sitting up there, and you actually think you and them couple of hundred dudes that you got with some AKs and some broke down AR-15s is gonna force a country to give you some bread? Like
yeah.
you gonna make somebody do something? The
Hey,
reason they impoverished is because don't nobody like it. Ain't nothing there for them. It ain't
hey,
nothing there at all.
hey, Big Chill. I got his picture on the screen now. It looked like he possibly could have been in Jodeci.
That's Devontae's cousin.
Right. Right. I'm like, he can't be the leader of the game. Can't be. Because he's pimping hoes all through Haiti, if you ask me. Especially
I,
when he put that hat on.
hey, he's selling dime bags of weed, man. That's what he's doing. He the richest nigga there selling dime bags of weed, getting off an ounce a day. He is the man.
Yeah, he's a flipping man. Come on, man.
That's it.
Look at his chain. Just look at the chain. Dude. And he say, look, if I don't get my money, I'm popping everybody.
And then he gonna have, if he pull that off, right? See, first of all, what I'm about to say is not, we can't give him the money. Even we can't, because then everybody gonna do it, and then everybody gonna want some money.
Right.
But if he do that, if one of them people get hurt, special forces will be sleeping in his bed when he get home. And everybody on his team gonna run away, and they're gonna tear his head completely off and beat him to death.
But tell me
with his own arms.
Big Chill, why did he show his face? I just want to know that. He wanted more of the clout than anything.
That's what it is, though. He wanted wanted to be the man. He wanted to stick his chest out and be popular. He don't care about no getting that money and all of that. He cared about his likes, man. See, the world's so jacked up right now. Is they doing all of this garbage for likes, man. They doing for likes. He want to see the hearts bubble up on his page and carry on. That's what he trying to do. This ain't got nothing to do with nothing else.
Fam, we from the West Side. He looked like he possibly could have been Don Juan's homeboy.
He looked like the dude that washed the cars for all the pimps on Saturday morning. And they gave him one of their old chains, and he been wearing it for the past 35 years. That boy don't even look like one of the dudes that was almost remotely tough in the neighborhood. He the one everybody pushed out of the way and almost over the schoolyard fence. That's what he looked like to me.
Laugh out loud, pimping hoes through Haiti. Yeah, that's what he looked like. Yeah. Not a gang member.
No. Not even a good pimp. He looked like
even a good pimp.
Like he got one or two that got some, some bullet holes and some stitches on their booty, and he out there selling them for like $2 and 3 for $5s on the weekends or something. I mean,
okay, so let me ask you this, Will, on a serious note, real quick, so we can kind of educate the people. Is it even a possibility that these people will be able to come from over there safe, in your opinion?
Honestly, I think they'll be able to come home if we send our people over there to go get them. We might
Right.
lose one or two, but for the most part, our people can go over there and get them and bring them back home safely because they don't have they have, don't get me wrong, they got guns and all their guns shoot, but they don't
Mhm.
have the tactical experience and they don't have the true know-how to execute the type of stuff that he's setting them up for right now.
Right.
They're gonna be trying to hide behind buildings, but you got dudes that's been dropped on top of buildings and gonna come down the side of the building and tear your head off. So yeah,
Oh
we're
my.
not gonna pay them though. We're not gonna pay them. That's not
Right.
gonna happen
So we're not
because
gonna
if
give
we
them no
do,
money.
no, no,
We
no,
ain't even
no,
gonna we
and
ain't even gonna try to Jew them down or nothing.
nothing because in our paperwork that we don't entertain no type of terrorism and no type of we don't entertain none of that. So if you say you got somebody, you got these people over here, you want this many $1 million, or you gonna start killing them, they not already put a plan together depending on who the people are over there and how much emphasis uh the social medias and all of the people who do the different, all of the different associations, all them
Right.
acronyms, if they upside them people head about what you're gonna do about our people, they not already got started with sending a task force over there to get them people out of there and to kill him and come on back home. That's
Right.
all. Because if we pay them, then everybody we have a consulate in every country, just
Hmm.
about
Hmm.
everywhere. So when you go to any country, you got Americans working and living there
Yeah, we
in
said it.
every country.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if we pay him, then every country is gonna do the same thing.
Yeah.
I would. If you're gonna give him his, then let me go ahead. Hey, if y'all, I ain't gonna kill nobody, but I say if you don't send me 30 million, I'm gonna kill your sister. I get
Right.
my 30 million. All
Right.
while when the camera go off, me and her sitting there eating salad and watching TV.
Right.
But when I get my 30 million, then you go home.
Oh shit.
Everybody gonna do it. Everybody gonna do it.
Well, well, you know what we have to do at this point? Live chat, everybody watching. If you just tuned in, we talking about the Haiti situation, and the pimp that's the gang leader is saying he got to have his money or he getting them up out of here. But we need to pray for them, even though Big Chill say it's no chance
Yeah,
of them getting paid.
yeah,
They ain't getting paid, so we have to pray for them at this point.
yeah.
And
That's the honest to God truth right there because that's pretty much what they're gonna. Only thing that's gonna get them back home is that it's prayer because money ain't gonna do it. They're not gonna do that.
yeah, yeah.
They're just not gonna do that
It's
at
very
all.
it's very unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. And I feel for those people because they went, I believe they went to build some type of orphanage or some sort.
Right. They went to go help them.
Right,
That's the whole point. They went to help them out because they're in a bad way like they in, and then you get this idiot that this what he want to do. Come
right,
on, man. You got Sean Penn that's been over there for over 30 years building houses and school with his own money,
right,
building houses and schools and getting water piped in and building. I mean, just doing everything for them. And you want to jump up and act bad like this? You ain't what you doing for them that you
right,
feel like you need that much. I mean, like have you been spending your 16 million so now you want 16 million? No. And why would you even think that that's okay? That this gonna fly?
right. Yeah, I
No.
don't know, man. And I've been doing a little research on Haiti and just things that's been going on. It's like they seem to can't catch a break, man. It's like in no way, form, or
Yeah.
fashion for the last I don't know how long, man. It's like it's hard for them to catch a break, whether they're going through storms or whatever the case may be. It's like it's just too much.
Yeah, they've been getting it. They definitely been getting it real bad. Y'all gotta excuse me for a second. I gotta get a part for my headphones. Y'all excuse me for 1 second. I apologize. I gotta grab something for the headphones, but that's the truth. They haven't gotten a break in a long time. They got one tornado, one earthquake, and then ever since that they kicked France out and been paying France all this money, nobody is supporting Haiti at all. Nobody.
Right.
Give me 2 minutes. I apologize again. Let me grab this cord. 2 minutes.
Do your thing. Do your thing. Oh man, people, look. Mary Sela, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, but I appreciate everything that you're saying. I just ain't able to read them all. See, it's getting harder to read. You know what I mean? The more people in the chat, it's getting harder to read. Mrs. Boykins, there go wifey. We miss you. Oh, she talking to 910 management. Yeah, but that's wifey in there, y'all. Mrs. Boykins, 13. She keeps it popping in there. But yeah, man. When Big Chill get back, we're gonna go to the rest of these stories. We're gonna hold y'all up on this Sunday. Know everybody got to get to work, but Haiti's in a bad way. In a bad way right now, and I think it's horrible that this mug right here, Devontae from Jodeci's cousin, is talking about acting up. I think it's insane. And I'm wondering, guys, please tell me if it makes sense to you, but why did he decide to show his face? Everybody else from the 400 Mawozo, they hide flat out. They ain't showing their face. And Marie Silla says, it's good. Hey, Miss Wifey, Mrs. Wifey. Yeah. So at the end of the day, I'm going to brief you on these next stories. This is a good time to do that. I'm going to brief you on these next stories. But God bless Haiti. We're praying for them. And we hope all 17 of the hostages, missionaries, return home safely. And that's no joke. We really, really need them to get back. Okay, now I'm gonna brief you on these stories. These last few ones. So we got the motorcycle story, helicopter chase.
Okay.
In the 12 player. Big Chill.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm kind of briefing them on these stories. So I'm basically saying, like, you know, two of these stories I know for sure, and I was totally locked in on, but this one, this solely goes off your memory. And when we get to that one, then I'll let them know, you know, that this is like a time that what I guess I was like either super high or I was, and then super high. But this will be something for artists starting out and independent artists when we go through that story. But let's kick into the motorcycle story. So let's you laughing because you found that funny then.
Man, yeah. Once you came up out of that, all right, look.
Okay, wait. How did the whole day start? How did the day start before that even went down?
Hey, we had just came off of 1 hour all night parties. Everybody woke up, and we was trying to figure out what we was gonna eat.
Oh, my phone. Oh shit.
And Arch went down. That was our other buddy, Arch. Arch went down. He had a motorcycle, so he went down and started the motorcycle up. I guess he was finna go somewhere, and Dre wanted to sit on it. So I was like, all right, cool. And Dre went down there, sat on the motorcycle. We was upstairs. He said, Dre down there on the motorcycle. I said, dude, you left him down there by himself? He said, yeah. I said, did you tell him what not to touch? He said, no. And right after he said that, all I heard was, wow!
Now, wait. I'm gonna let you tell the after effects of this. Let me tell them how I led up to it and what I was thinking. All right. All right, people, look. I got on the motorcycle. And now, what even gave me the courage to even get on there, because Earl had a bike. He had an old-ass motorcycle. And, I mean, old. It wasn't no 600 and 1100 and all that extra shit. It wasn't none of that. It was like just a back in the day of Fonzie motorcycles. So I would ride that through the alley of the West Side. So I'm like, oh man, this is cool. So I'm probably like a bike rider now. You know, for real. No, I'm serious. I'm like, I'm a bike rider now. I wasn't even changing gears on the bitch. I'm just like in first gear, just like going down the alley like, oh, this is cool. You know, I'm riding. Yeah, I'm getting me a bike. I'm talking all type of shit in my mind. You know what I'm saying? So then I get on Archie bike. I say, woo, this mug's sweet. And what was it, a 600 or 1100?
600.
600.
A Katana 600. Yeah.
Katana 600. But to me, that was a Katana 11,000. So I got on the bike. I got on the bike. So I'm like, you know, I do the little rev thing. Vroom, vroom, vroom. I'm like, woo, this fire. So in my mind, I'm saying, nigga, you done rode a bike before. Just go on, bust on out into the street and just take off. And sure enough, that's what I did. I got out into the street and I hit it. Had no idea that because it's so fast, when I hit it, the wind pushed my body up. And I couldn't grab the brake at that point. Couldn't grab the brake. It just pushed my whole body up. And then I hit that curb.
Oh my God.
It was a dead end block, y'all. A dead end street. I hit the curb. Somehow the bike, I flipped over and the bike back tire went across my shoulder. How that happened, I don't know. Now we'll take it from
here. The bike flipped. He flipped over the bike. And then the bike flipped, and it went over the top of his shoulder, but it started in the middle of his back. The bike tire was spinning up his back, like riding up his back while they was in the air.
Oh my God!
So the hilarious part about it, though, for me, was that Dre walked out when you saw, like, when he ran into the curb at, it was a house used to be there. So they didn't cover up the basement part real good. So it was a nice dip on that side of the street. He walked up out of there and he looked like a cartoon character, the Juggernaut walking up. He was walking up out of there real tough and hard. And I said, Dre, you all right? He said, yeah. He went in the house and sat on that couch and wouldn't stop shaking.
No, I was scared as hell. I thought I was dead. I didn't even think I was still alive. What do you mean?
I said, man, Arch ran out in my bike. I said, your bike? I said, man, he could have killed himself. He was like, man, but my bike. I said, golly. I'm telling you, it scared me to death at first because all I heard was, whoa, I'm like, oh no. We run down the steps. And I knew he did it. I knew he pulled it off anyway. And I'm like, I ain't never seen him ride no bike. He never even said nothing about bike riding to me.
No, never.
And I'm like, man, he didn't. Oh my God. But when he walked up, I said, okay, he good then. But when I saw the back of that t-shirt with a fresh, crispy tire track on the back, I'm talking about clear, no smearing. It was like somebody put the shirt on the ground, set the bike on and picked it up and then took it away. I said, golly. Man, boy. He sure did it, though.
I was scared.
Dude, we were sitting in there just staring at you like, man, is he going to be okay?
No, I wasn't okay.
Wow, that was so crazy, boy. I was
trying to get through it, though. Lord help. Okay, so, just to add this in, I told a story for those of you who watch the channel about the games we would play on tour, and I took this dude outfit and that he had just bought the same day. I took Kale's outfit and put it on. That was a part of like the pranks and stuff. That's the same outfit I had on when I was on that bike. the same outfit. I think the shirt was torn, wasn't it, Will?
Yeah.
The shirt was torn. All kind of shit. But it was fucked up. But just wanted to tell y'all that. Let's move on. Okay, let's go to, here's a good one. Will, can you see that?
Helicopter chase.
The helicopter chase.
Now, oh, wow.
Now.
That brought back some memories there.
Now, let's lead them in before we got on the interstate. Just give them some type of picture of what we was doing, this, that, and the third. So
okay.
They can kind of get a vision.
It was a birthday party that was hosted by Sparkle, Stephanie, who used to be married to Earl. It was his birthday. And her cousin hosted the party in Maywood at her house. Mm-hmm. So we was there. They had all of us that was part of the whole PA clan. We had a bottle of champagne apiece. Everybody did. And we wasn't drinkers or nothing like that, but we had champagne and it was Earl's birthday. So, you know, we did what they did in Rome, you know. So we in there partying and having a good time and laughing and everything. So the night started getting, you know, deep off into the night. It was time to go. And we get in the car after hanging out front a little while longer, making a lot of noise. We had Dre had a Amigo, a purple Amigo. And we get in a purple Amigo, let the top down and everything, because the top, it was a drop top. So we let the top down, all of this. Mind you, champagne drunk.
The worst kind of drunk.
I laid back in the seat and opened my eyes, and it had to been like 5 or 6 minutes later, and the police was on us in the parking lot. I'm like, how did we, what just happened? We already at the crib. Dre say, can I help you, officer? He said, yeah. They clocked you at doing 110 miles an hour. Dre said, I didn't even see you back there. He said, oh, no, not me, the helicopter. The helicopter been following you since you got on the expressway. And we look up in the air, and it's a helicopter with a light on us that had been following us all the way from Maywood to Joliet, because he got on the E-way, completely acting a fool on the E-way. The gas pedal was underneath the bottom of the right tire. It was gone already. And he got the needle buried from getting on 290, going around to 55, and going all the way to the crib. And from where we got on the E-way all the way home, 110 miles an hour. He said the helicopter clocked you at 110. He said, it wasn't me. We look up and the helicopter is over us in the parking lot of the apartments with the light on us. Lord. And it had been following us the whole time. 110 miles an hour. That wasn't nothing but God keeping us safe. Right.
That's some young stuff, man, because ain't no way you supposed to be in no Jeep doing 100 nothing.
Nothing. I'm talking about the rollover factor is too crazy with horrible. That.
It's 110 times down the interstate. Right. but at that young age, it was like we didn't care about nothing. Why?
No, we sure didn't. It didn't. It was like stuff that, looking back on us, on stuff that we used to do and chances we used to take back then, man. I'm talking about that kind of stuff, man. It's just really, that was some really just childish, crazy stuff, man.
Yeah, well,
you remember when we went to New York with Positive K?
Yeah.
And had to do that song?
Yeah.
Remember that chocolate tie and all that came back with it?
Hell yeah.
Man, they had the studio pit.
Yeah.
The session was over. I told them, don't go and don't smoke this stuff like you would a regular joint now, cause don't
You,
do that, man.
we,
They was
we was getting
pinned to the
plastered.
wall.
We was getting
Yeah,
plastered every day, all day.
yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, we definitely had a surplus of the Earth's finest. We
Yeah.
definitely had that all the time. I don't know how, but just all the time
Yeah.
we had a surplus. When we went to Cali, we had a half a pound of that just sitting around.
And nobody knows where it came from.
No, it was just there. It was just here you
Oh
go.
my God.
And it was a half a pound just whenever we was on the rooftops and jacuzzis and pools at night, and it was just a half a pound just always. And we stayed for about a month,
Yeah.
and it was just a half a pound of bow there just all the time.
Oh my goodness.
We stayed blow, boy. Oh my God. What was our thing, Dre? Forever getting high, player. Forever
Yeah,
getting high.
forever getting high. Now I can barely smoke weed unless I'm in the studio. I can't even smoke it. I'm too paranoid.
Right.
I'm too damn paranoid now. I can't smoke it like that.
Wow.
Oh my
I told
goodness.
them now y'all got this rapper weed with these first and last names. I just like both. You ain't got to have my weed don't need no ID card. It just needs
Okay.
to get me high. That's it.
Okay, just give me
Yeah.
some Reggie. I'm good.
Right. Y'all
All the
talk
Reggie.
about I got some Alabama Kush. I don't need all of that. I just need weed. That's it. Mine is just weed. I
Oh,
don't need I choke me to death. And no matter how soft I hit it and mild I hit it, it choked me to death. I call it rapper weed. Y'all keep that.
oh my goodness.
And I got a boatload of it in the house just ready to be smoked, but it's like that because it's too much. It
Right.
choked me to death. I can't enjoy a good smoke choking like that.
Right. Right.
You can't do it like that.
If you're watching, if you're in the chat, hit the like button, hit the share it with your friends, share it on Twitter. These stories will never, I promise you, as long as we sitting on this podcast and doing this podcast, the stories are never ending. That we're gonna always have some crazy stories of just everything that has transpired just throughout all of the years of all the stuff y'all been watching videos and seeing this and seeing that. But through that time, there's memories and stories that you rarely get to hear. So hit that like button, share this. I mean, share it everywhere. Share it to World Star, anybody, everybody. All right, so
Yeah.
let's get into this last one, man. We're gonna get him this last one. And again, I got to put the disclaimer out, big chill, because this is the kind of shit that nobody is gonna believe. First off, so it's like I have to put that out there. But I'm gonna turn it over to you.
Mm-hmm.
Started before we tell them what we were doing before that and what the vibe was, where shit was at, and walk them through it like kind of detailed
Before what?
before we got to CRC.
Oh. You
Yeah, just
talking
kind of
about
detail
before
it
we get
for them so they'll understand
oh.
that it
Okay.
was real, and you know what I'm saying.
Okay. Now this one we was over at Streeterville. We used to have a studio locked down at Streeterville. And that's where we did our music. And Streeterville is like a block away from CRC. And that's where Rob records at. So uh one day Dre said, like, hey, man, let's go ahead over here and go see what's up with Rob. So me, him, and Size, Rick, we went over there to go visit, to go see what's up with him because we hadn't seen him since we quit. So we went over there, to go talk to him. So when we walked in, uh, mind you, we was in a session of our own at the time. And Earl and the other producer was in there doing what they had to do musically, so it wasn't no vocals to be done right then. So we was on our way over there to go see Rob. So when we get over there, he was happy. You know, he let us up and everything. We went in there. He was in the lab working on a song that he called 8-Play. So when Rob said, "Man, I want y'all to hear this song I've been working on," I called it 8-Play. When he said that, Dre said, "Man, 8-Play," and he did. Rob sang 1, 2, and 3. Dre said, "Why don't you call it 12-Play? That's hot." Rob said, "Man, you right." He sang 1, 2, and 3. 4 through 10, Dre wrote, and Rob wrote 11 and 12 and the hook and all the other stuff. But 4 through 10, Dre wrote at the piano, sitting next to at the piano with Rob, and that I witnessed myself. I witnessed that myself sitting there. A lot of the stuff I witnessed with him, just because again, my loyalty and my love lied in the guys in public announcement, not the and it's the first public announcement and the second one, not the third one, the Yippee-Yi-Yo, and not them. That's the one y'all know to be the second one. That's not the second public announcement. The second public announcement after Rob was a different public announcement, not that Yippee-Yi-Yo, not them. But Dre wrote 4 through 10. I remember distinctively because he was sitting there and everything he would say, Rob had this thing about looking at you while he playing the piano when it's good, and he would play and look at you and shake his head and keep on going. So he had to have a mic recording some kind of way because I don't see how he remembered all of it.
Mm-hmm.
But
he always
when
had
the song, when the song came out, I was proud of my man. I'm like, you just wrote a song for Rkelly. I was proud of my man to be the wrote 12-Play, and it didn't turn out like that.
And see, this is when I want to speak to the independent artists, because us as public announcement back then and how it all came about, how we met him, it was almost like we should have known better to handle our business better. So now I'm speaking to the independent artists. We should have known to handle our business a lot better, but we didn't. And I think the reason why we didn't is because we had worked so hard just doing shows throughout all of Chicago, any festival, any this, any that. We were winning the talent shows and all of that. And then we met this cat and we knew he was like the next to blow. So when he was like, you know, I need some guys. And that was because MGM got mad at him because of the Natalie Cole's big break. And he took half of the bread and everything else and told them to split half. So they were salty. So right around that time, he got the deal with Jive through Barry Hankerson. And Jive wanted to do it, but they say he needed a group based off what they had just seen. Yeah. So I kind of like, I want to blame it on I was high, but I don't think I was that high sitting here now being truthful in front of everybody. I really don't feel like I was that high, because the Sex Me record, the chorus I wrote and brung that to him and he stole it. And we just said, screw it.
See, I think that back then y'all had this, matter of fact, I know that y'all had a ends gonna justify the means. We eventually he gonna put us out. We gonna be out there in the front, and then all of this ain't gonna mean nothing later. And right. because it was a lot of talk and dislike about this way that stuff was going on with him. Do you remember him telling you? He was talking to you about me one day, and he told me, "Man, I'm scared of dude, man. I don't know. I don't understand him because I wouldn't get up and talk and jump around when he came in the room."
Yeah.
But I would always, because it just didn't, I ain't feel right. But everybody else was cool though. Mouse, Tory, Larry, Big Sherm,
Yep.
everybody else. Even Rennie, and he did Rennie so dirty. But even Rennie was, man, jam tight.
Yeah.
Brian, all of them guys was jam tight, solid dudes. It
I
was
mean,
just this dude.
and during that time, Will, honestly, we trusted him because we went into it where we knew what it was, and we were more so like, he was like, well, look, y'all come do this with me, and then after that, I'm gonna produce y'all. But I mean, it was straight off a trust factor. So when the Sex Me song got stole, I was like, okay, we in the beginning. I think we probably brung that to him. Wasn't even
Yeah.
there, but like a few months.
See, and the thing was, you gave him. See, it was because the other guys wasn't really on that. Size was a real. I'm all about business. If it ain't about business, business, business. So Size wasn't never about the I'm finna go be your friend and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Earl really didn't have the talent to do it. So he wasn't really trying to, and it wasn't, I ain't gonna say, I mean, I ain't never had nothing bad with Earl that I knew of. And he just was tone deaf. And he wanted everybody to, he wanted to be Rob at one point.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because people say, oh, he looked like him. So they used to lie and say they was brothers and all this other stuff. He wanted to be him, but he wasn't talented enough to even, for none of that to be, true, to work out.
And Charlie M just said in the chat, y'all were operating on loyalty, but that's all we knew, Will. We from the west side. Them niggas was from the south side, so we didn't really quite understand how they was moving no damn way.
Yeah, that was and that was my whole thing, Charlie M. That was my whole thing. I was my loyalty for them cats. You couldn't weigh it. You couldn't weigh it with a ton of trucks, Jack. I'm talking about and he'll tell you. And if you ever run into Rick or Earl or any of them, they'll tell you, no, that dude there. Cause I love them dudes, man. It wasn't nothing. Come on, I just told you I walked around with 2 pistols at all times. That wasn't legal.
Right.
And I knew it. I didn't care though, because I wanted to take care of my brothers. I wanted my brothers to be good. I didn't care what it took to keep my brothers safe. I even got caught one day with a pistol when we was going to the remember that, Dre? We did a show at the Playhouse.
Yeah.
And I normally kept my pistols in my boot. But for some strange reason this day, I put 1 pistol in my boot and 1 pistol in my back. And we went up into the Playhouse, did our sound check, secured our money, everything was good. And came out of there and the police was out there. And they just started talking to me. So you guys performing tonight? I was like, yeah, we're going to do a show tonight. This public announcement. I'm talking all the good talk. I look in my car, the reflection in my car, and look, and my pistol sticking out the back. So I know they saw it. And, right then, I'm sweating right then. I'm terrified right then. Like, oh, my Lord. Don't tell me they finna get me.
And notice, ladies and gentlemen, he's not on camera right now.
Yeah. That's only because I'm outside in my outside patio, and the rain just started acting a fool, and I got a little wet, so I had to. Hey, this is real, Jack. This is real right here, Jack. It started raining sideways a little bit. But anyway, back to the camera.
I mean, and writing was my thing anyway. We got the deal with Atlantic Big B. I wrote everything on there, and damn near sung everything. So it's like, for people to think and they run with that narrative of they was just dancers, it's like it to me.
No, because Dre had a gift on the right side, and all of them could perform. They was They was hellified performers, but Dre had a real gift on the writing side, and he could write and sing that stuff. And he told us back in the day, I have a king key. I cracked up when he told me that. I'm like, what? But it was his, and that's what he did. He wound up perfecting himself, which
Right.
means that you can't. It ain't that he ain't gonna sound like nobody. He sound like himself, and he perfected himself, as opposed to a lot of these young artists trying to sound like everybody else. Well, you're never gonna get nowhere like that because soon as whoever you trying to sound like, soon as that sound falls, then you fall. Then there's no room for you no more because you sound like them. But if you perfect who you are and your sound, then everybody who like your sound is going to just like your sound, and you're gonna have those people. And he had his own sound, like he just had his own sound. It was a trip. It was like sometimes it was hard for me to find a harmony key to sing with him because you couldn't find it on the keyboard. But it sound good. I just couldn't find it on the keyboard nowhere. I'm like, man, this dude here, he does have a key.
Dude, you crazy.
I'm telling you, we had a good time though, Jack. For real.
Yeah, man.
Amazing time, man. Our
And then,
time was
and
amazing.
I'm gonna just throw this out here for the people because the producers of the show just want me to say this. But at the end of the day, when we got our deal with Atlantic Big Beat, the independent label we were signed to, and this y'all are not gonna understand, but I'm gonna come back another day and break it all down, but you probably won't even understand this. But the person that was part of that independent label and was running that whole situation, kind of like he was like the person that would book everything for us, and he would go with us to these different places. And when we're in the studio, this, that, and the third, that was Carly Red's baby daddy. So I'm saying all this to say that everything is so interconnected when it comes to this music. Yeah, I know you're trying to think about it now. You try to like really, really think about it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think about which. I hear the name Carly.
Said Pocket Town. Yeah.
Yeah, that was Hot Rod them.
Yeah.
Hot Rod dude, Nate.
Yeah, so you just said the nigga name, Hot Rod. Okay, I didn't say it. You did. Yeah,
right.
That's Carly Red, baby.
That's Hot Rod. That's dude. I didn't even know that, and I didn't seen this nigga. It slipped. Yeah. I didn't even put the face with it. Because remember he had the black van. He would come in that black high top van that was custom all out, and he would come and pick us up and take us everywhere and all of that.
Yeah.
And
dude, Red, baby daddy.
And dude hung out with us the whole time when we was in Cali, making sure we was good.
Yep, absolutely.
Yep. Absolutely. Yep, Pocket Town.
Yeah.
I never forget that, boy. We had fun with them too. That's how we was in woo-wee. We had fun about that.
But see, that's why you gotta take back home so we can tell some of them stories, you know what I'm saying, with that. So just let me know when you want to come back on. You got time, you know what I'm saying? I know you busy too. But whenever you got time, man, let me know. We can come back on and just keep this going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because we had a good time with them too.
Yeah.
I forgot about dude them for a minute. I didn't know that was Carly Red's old man, or ex-old man, all of that. I done seen him on there on TV with her and everything. I didn't know that.
I still talk to him to this day. I still talk to him.
Oh, Hot Rod.
And he was just on the show on some of the recent episodes. She tried to blast him. Set him up.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, her and
that's crazy.
And his daughter.
His daughter tried to too?
They both set him up, basically.
What is that? You don't, man. That's crazy. Yeah, that's another episode with them.
Yeah, but we're gonna come back on and you know what I'm saying, and we're gonna go into some more, you know what I'm saying? Because honestly, and see, this is what I'm trying to tell y'all people, man. Honestly, I forgot a lot about this because Big Chill didn't know I was gonna say this about this, and I forgot he was even there. I forgot.
Yeah,
That
man.
last part with the Pocket Town shit, I forgot you was even there during that time.
Yeah, because that's who took us to Cali.
Yep, in that van. And what were we listening to?
Oh, I wanna say y'all. No, it wasn't y'all stuff. I couldn't even. I don't even remember. I remember that. I remember us going. Oh, wait a minute.
It was in a snowstorm, and we was listening.
Oh,
And we was listening to a group that had just came out. Not the group itself just came out, but they new album had came out. We listened to it all the way there.
the only one that no, see, because that's what I used to listen to, the Whitehead Brothers.
No, it
I
wasn't
don't
them.
remember that. Who was it?
Jodeci, Diary of a Mad Band.
Oh yeah,
Diary of a Mad Band. And I got
yeah.
a story about they ass, but I'm not gonna tell it tonight. But
Remember we went to go see them in Milwaukee with when Mary J. Blige was looking like a little boy on. Remember me, you, and Earl went up to Milwaukee to go see them
yeah, yeah.
at the
Jodeci,
Buck Stadium.
man, I love that album, Diary of a Mad Band. Loved it. Loved it.
Man, dude, we've been through a lot of stuff.
Okay, what you talking about, man? A
Right.
lot of stuff. But man, we got to get back on
Wow.
here. We got to get back on here and do this, man. And you,
Yeah,
and a
most
matter of fact,
definitely.
even
Most definitely.
if we're not even doing the stories, I really like your perspective on a lot of the topics. So
I'm with it, man. I try
so
to stay learned. I go by a philosophy. If you don't learn something new every day, you done wasted a perfectly good day of life. So I try to learn something every day.
absolutely, Ruthie in the house. Hey, how are you? Share, like this video, share it to all your social media. Do all of that. You got Big Chill with us. So Big Chill, I appreciate you, man. Like you have no
Always.
idea.
Always, bruh.
And I'm glad
Always.
we got a chance to get on here and talk our talk for sure.
Always, bruh. I'm
So
always gonna be here for the family.
I appreciate you, man. So tell the fam I said salute, love
Yes,
you,
sir.
and I hit you up, man. I'm gonna close this
Oh,
out.
definitely. Definitely. Hey, peace to everybody that's listening and watching. Y'all be good, man. Stay safe, stay prayed up. I'm out.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, that was Big Chill. We was talking our talk. So I'm gonna get out of here. I know it's late for you guys. Everybody got to get up early in the morning and all of that, but I appreciate everybody being here. Like, share, and subscribe. Woo! Cause we just getting started. Those stories blew my mind just hearing them coming from somebody else's mouth. Somebody else that has actually been there to see and know the truth. You know, it's hard to get the truth. And I knew I couldn't tell these stories by myself, not all of them, because nobody would believe it. I knew you wouldn't believe it. So I got to go get people that were there to basically tell it from their perspective, so you understand that a lot of what you've heard about public announcement or this, that, and the third, a lot of it's not even true. And just like Big Chill said, not those yippee-yi-yo guys. But I will tell you this, though. It was a point, and I'm going to tell this and get out of here because I shouldn't even be telling this. I should save it for later, but I'm going to tell it real fast. The Yippee-Yi-Yo song, around that time, I was back in the group when that record was about to get recorded. So I was in the group with Felony, Earl, and it was another guy. I don't remember his name. So we started recording Yippee-Yi-Yo, Body Bumping or whatever it's called. So I started doing all the background vocals. So I started doing all the vocals, this, that, and the third. And so the vocals was done. And then me and Earl had some type of dispute. And he was like, "This is my group now. This, that, and the third." So me, Goofy, at the time, I said, "You know what, nigga? Keep this group. I'm out of here." But you know what they did? And if you go back and listen to it, and if you even heard anything that I've ever done, anything, my vocals are still on that track to this day. They kept them on there. So with that being said, everybody have a good night. Be safe. Continue to wear your mask, even if you got the shot. Stay out the way. And I had a great time. And I want to thank Big Chill again for coming through. And I'll see you tomorrow. You guys be safe.